Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from Homemaker. Before I start with our today's video, I would like to thank all our viewers who have liked and subscribed to our channel. And if you haven't done it so far, please don't forget to subscribe for our new releases every week. So friends, in our today's video, we will be talking about Pilea Peperomioides. I have already done a video on care and propagation of this plant earlier. I'll just leave the link in the description box for your reference. And in this video, we will be talking about some of the problems that we might face with our Pilea. So just a short introduction of this plant. This plant is also known as Chinese money plant, and it is considered as a lucky plant as per Chinese culture. And why it's called money plant is because of these coin shaped. So friends, if you are a Chinese money plant owner or Pilea Peperomioides owner, you might have seen some of the changes in your plant. Maybe the foliage color or curling of the leaves or twisting of the leaves or white spots or yellowing of the leaves or browning of the leaves. So in this video, this is what we will be talking about, some of the problems of Pilea Peperomioides and what we can do to fix it. So please stay with us till the end of this video. So friends, number one or problem number one is drooping of the leaves and curling downwards, something like this one. So like this leaf is, you can see it's curling downwards and also the stem is drooping down. So this happens when you are overwatering your plant. So the leaves they will start curling like that, downwards and also drooping. So one fix for overwatering your plant, or one fix for this problem, is that you let the soil of your plant dry out completely. So after your plant is slowly drying out, the leaves will start regaining its normal shape and your plant starts recovering. Then you can start watering your plant again, but this time be mindful of not overwatering your plant, because overwatering not only curls up the leaves, or leaves don't only droop down, your plant can also get root rot, and there is no fix for that. There's no fix for that. If your plant gets root rot, it will die. So what you can do is check your soil before you water. For checking your soil, you can stick your finger 1 to 2 knuckles inside the soil and check for moisture. If you feel that the soil is still moist, you can leave your plant. Do not water it. But if the soil is dry, you can go ahead and water your plant. Second thing is that make sure that your pot has got enough of drainage holes underneath, because if the plant is sitting in water for a long time, it will attract bacterial and other infections, and also it will aid root rot, and root rot will completely kill your plant. So make sure that it has got enough of drainage holes. Mix a lot of perlite, pumice or coarse sand into the soil mix so that it will allow extra drainage and the soil. And also one more thing is that you can try bottom watering. So when you water your plant, the soil will absorb only as much as water it needs or it can hold, and it will not over soak it. So that way you can avoid the risk of overwatering and prevent your plant from getting root rot. And also symptoms like this, curling of the leaves and drooping of the leaves and eventually becoming yellow and browning and falling over. So this is one of the fix for overwatering. And one more thing is that do not plant your Pilea in a very large pot. So what happens is that if your Pilea is in a very big pot, the soil will hold a lot of moisture, which will again attract all the bacteria, and it can cause root rot. So keep your Pilea in a pot in which it is surviving. Even if it's surviving in a smaller pot, let it be in there. Only repot your Pilea if you can see the roots coming out through the drainage holes. If it's fine in the same pot, let it be. Now problem number 2 is that your bottom leaves, they are turning yellow, they are curling inwards, and they are eventually turning brown and then falling over. So something like this one. So now this happens when your plant is suffering from nitrogen deficiency. So this might happen when your plant has got pups in its soil, like this one. Like my plant, you can see lots and lots of pups inside, and I can understand that all these Pilea babies also need nutrition from the soil. The mother plant also needs a lot of nutrition in the soil, and that's why it's absorbing a lot of nutrients from the soil, and that's why it's lagging. The mother plant is lagging all the nutrition, so all this nitrogen deficiency is happening. So the fix for this problem is fertilizing your Pilea with fertilizer which is rich in nitrogen. You can also use an all-purpose fertilizer with the NPK ratio of 20-20-20. You can make a half-strength solution and fertilize your plant. That will fix this problem of nitrogen deficiency. The third problem is that the leaves are turning inwards. They are curling inwards and they're forming a cup like this. So that can happen due to the light or heat stress. If your plant is sitting in a spot which is receiving a lot of bright light, a lot of heat, then this happens with the Pilea, that the leaves, they tend to avoid losing the moisture through the leaves, and to avoid that they start curling up. The same thing, the same phenomena you might see with Tenethes and Stromanthes and Calatheas. You will see the same type of phenomena. The leaves start to curl up, the leaves start to close, to avoid burning, to avoid the loss of moisture and water through the leaves, so that the plant does not suffer from dehydration. So to fix this problem, you have to maintain a constant normal room temperature, the temperature which is less than 28 degrees Celsius, and also maintain a constant ventilation in the room. So the room should not be very hot and suffocated and humid with a lot of bright light coming on straight on top of your Pilea. So just move your Pilea away a little bit from the window, from the south facing window. You can put it in a north or east facing window, and you can make use of blinds or sheer curtains to provide that shade and the filtered light to your Pileas, and this problem of curling of the leaves will get better. The fourth problem is that the leaves of your Pilea is turning yellow and the leaves are looking like burnt. So if you think that your Pilea is not sitting in a very bright light, but still you can see the yellowing of the leaves and the burning of the edges of the leaves, and it looks as if the foliage is having a sunburn kind of thing, then that means that your Pilea is suffering from potassium deficiency. So when the potassium deficiency happens, the sides of the leaves, they will start turning brown, like as if they are burnt and crispy, and the leaves will start turning yellow. So for that, you can use complete liquid fertilizer with the NPK ratio of 20-20-20, a half strength solution. You can make use of seaweed solution. You can make use of banana tea, which is a homemade fertilizer. Just chop some banana peels and then place it in water for 24 to 48 hours, and then use that water to fertilize your Pilea. So basically, bananas are very rich in potassium. So even if you don't want to make a banana tea, you can leave the banana peels out in the sun, let it dry out. Once it's dried out, make a fine powder out of it, and then just sprinkle it on top of the soil, and the soil will absorb all that calcium from the banana peel powder. You can do that as well. So that is a homemade potassium rich fertilizer. The fifth problem and the last problem is white spots on the underneath of your foliage, underneath of the leaves. I'm not sure if you can see. I might show you some of the white spots on top of the leaves, and some in my Pilea I used to have this problem, maybe I can say 3 to 4 months ago, but now they don't have this problem. So here you can see some white spots on the corners. The thing is that you don't need to worry about them, because the leaves, they generally photosynthesize, and when they are photosynthesizing, the minerals they deposit underneath the leaves, on the underneath layers of the leaves, and that is what gives them the, you know, the white spotty look. Like, I'm not sure if you can see here, I can feel them. I'm not sure if you can see the white spots over there. So these white spots is nothing but the mineral deposits from the photosynthesis, if you can see that there, the photosynthesis that the plant is doing. So it's nothing to worry about. Just provide filtered water to your Pilea, so that all those mineral deposits can get flushed away from your plant, and that's it. They generally they go by itself, like as you water your plant, you fertilize your plant, these white spots, they generally disappear by themselves. You don't need to worry about them too much. So friends, today we talked about the top 5 problems that you might face with your Pilea. And I hope that was beneficial to you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please do give us a thumbs up if you really liked it, and do subscribe to our channel for more informational videos, and we will see you next time with another exciting video. Till then, stay safe, happy gardening. Bye bye.